Tonight, the season premiere of the Bubblecast. Finally, football is back. After a spectacular end to the Falcons versus Eagles game on Monday Night Football, the guys recap an exciting weekend in the NFL and college. In way too early Heisman Trophy news, while Shedeur Sanders looked sharp in latest game. However, Arch Manning put his name in the running. Also joining us tonight, our special guest, J. Matt and KL for insight and analysis. This and more tonight on the Bubblecast with D and E.
What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Bubblecast with your host D.
And your boy Big Money E, man. What's that?
Big Money E. What's up, fam? You know, the NFL is back. You know, the season premiere of the Bubblecast. So let's get right into it. Week 2 of the NFL was really awesome. I mean, nail-biting games from start to finish. So let's recap week 2 of the NFL. A lot of people don't know how important that game was. As a Falcon fan, it wasn't looking real good. But, you know, Captain Kirk Cousins came through in the clutch. Defense showed out. And this could have possibly been an 0-2, 0-3, 0-4 seasons to start off because we lost in Pittsburgh week 1. Eagles had us on the ropes week 2. And, you know, week 3, the big game Sunday night against Kansas City. So this was a given win. You know, it wasn't like something that we could have won, but it was like given to us, and I'll take it as a Falcon fan. But what a game it was! Exciting to the end. You know, just let you know football is king. Anything can happen in any given game. Like it was just spectacular from start to finish.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, that was a big game, man. Coming out the win, man. You know, like I said, man, I had my doubts against that game, man. Going into it, man. Monday night. Hey, when it comes to the Falcons, man, you never know. So, hey, them boys pulled out a big win, man. Especially coming out a loss against Pittsburgh, man. Going into Philly. You know what I'm saying, on the Monday night game, then turn around, got to play Kansas City week 3, man. Them boys pulled out a big game, man, unexpectedly, man. I thought them boys were going to lose. I ain't going to lie. I ain't have them winning. I ain't put my parlays on them, no nothing. And them boys pulled it out. You know what I'm saying? So they got a big game coming up next Sunday night, man. So we're going to be prepared for that. I don't know. They gotta get ready for that, man.
The world champs are in the house. They're gonna be Mercedes-Benz. You know, I haven't tailgated in a while down there since the new stadium. This might be a good time to show up. I mean, the whole city gonna be there in support of the Falcons. That's gonna be a good game itself. You know, and
Yeah.
oh yeah, man, Mahomes, Taylor Swift boyfriend, company. They go. It's gonna be a night. If we can be there and film live, be there at the game, even at the tailgate. Just want to be a part of it. You know, big time for the city, and hopefully the Falcons can pull it out. But you know, we won the only game that went on in week 2. There was a whole lot of other activity. You know, some nail biters, some blowouts. You know, I know Cowboys fans everywhere are looking kind of sideways. You know, this ain't trying to rub it in, but it's just a recap of the Cowboys Saints game, week 2.
Second charge, timeout. Dallas, 30 seconds. Game clock operator, please put 41 seconds on the game clock.
Ryan Anderson. Carr on the quarterback sneak. Up and in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And the Saints look pretty good. You know, Derek Carr looking like what they thought they had last year. It looked like he took some rest off. He looks leaner. He looks like he ain't playing no games these last 2 weeks. You know, Kamara gonna be Kamara, but Derek Carr looked pretty good. Even though he had like a few pass attempts in that game, but he looked crisp and sharp. You know, something we got to worry about in week 4. But right now, it's other teams' problems. Dallas had no answers on both sides of the balls. I know Dak want to blame the defense, but hey, offense kicked at 4 field goals. No, maybe it's trolling Big D.
Man, you know, hey man, the Saints surprised the shit out of me, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Them boys came out week 1. I had Dallas winning. You feel me? I had my doubts about New Orleans coming in that game, man. You know, they coming out that big win against the Panthers, but that was the Panthers. You know, everybody know what they see that in the league right now. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, well, you know, they were gonna have a better competition against Dallas, man. But then they came out the gate, man, busting ass. I'm talking about dude, 70-yard bomb, man. First drive, dog, and they came in putting up big numbers. Dallas couldn't even. They ain't had no answer for them the whole game, dude. They offense and defense, man. New Orleans was just on them, man, the whole game. So they surprised the shit out of me on that game, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, pretty much all game long. Oh yeah, I think it's still week 2, heading to week 3 Thursday night, but New Orleans look like they got a powerhouse going on.
I'm not gonna
Dallas, I guess they gonna say some people say Dallas gonna be Dallas, but you can't knock Jerry Jones. He does everything he can for players available, overpaying these players. I mean that. I mean, let's be honest. Did Dak deserve that money?
I'm gonna say that.
I don't know, but
I'm gonna just say this, man. If he,
in terms of overpaying players, he's giving everybody what they want, but they're not giving the aspect of Dallas the last couple of seasons. But hey, it is. Look at the Nets highlight from week 2. The World had a week 3 Sunday night football, but let's check out their last game in week 2 against the Bengals.
Cincinnati with an unbelievable season, 10 straight wins, silenced all the doubters. They did everything right. They had their chance, the ball, a drive, and that's how close this thing comes down to.
man, that was crazy, man. Well,
Yeah, it is.
that was a crazy good game. And I'm just gonna put my insight. I'm gonna put
the Bengals always get that little last minute mental mistake. They.
Hey,
Yep.
That what make everybody dislike Kansas City at this point. Everybody want to talk about the old Patriots, man, but right now Kansas City is the New England Patriots right now, man. You know what I'm saying? And that play, that was a legitimate call on the pass interference. I'm not gonna argue with that, but I did see a holding call on the right tackle, man, when they dropped back and passed the ball. The right tackle did hold. The referee didn't call it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if there was anybody else, they would have got called. You know what I'm saying? But since the Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs don't know flags get thrown against them guys, man. Everything against all the other teams. So the legitimate call was against on the PI. I'm not arguing that one. The guy ran into the guy back too early in the back. And, you know, I'm not going to argue with it. But certain stuff is being missed when it comes to Kansas City. So that game right there still was a flawed game. They won, but it still was some flawed calls that referees missed that I saw clearly. And they getting paid, you know, thousands of dollars to make calls that people clearly seeing on TV. So I'm not agreeing with that
Yeah,
win right. I
we saw it
respect
clear as
them.
day.
Yeah, but I respect KC, but I'm telling you, bro, it's plays they giving other teams, man, the same thing they did with Baltimore, man. They call the offensive line, you know, you know, pass like when they lining up, man, wrong. But you calling on one team, but you ain't calling on KC. Come on, bro. Like, this shit's not fair, bro. Like it's not fair, bro. Like, this is ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, yeah. And speaking of Baltimore, it's like their Achilles heels. Yeah, but let's go ahead and say football with the NFL is not the only football that's back. You know, we love some college football too, and it's been a great 3 weeks in college football. Some surprises, you know, like Florida State going under. It's like the tide turned against Florida State, like completely. It's like they shut down, and now Alabama doing good without Nick Saban. You know, Colorado again in the headlines. So let's talk about the college football. I just want to give a shout out to the NCAA. The transfer portal has changed the landscape of the sports, but it has made it more exciting. Let's do a quick recap. Salute the college football being back as well. About the national championship. You know, I know it's way too early for both the championship and the Heisman category, but we have some prime candidates in week 3 that really showed out. One, Shedeur Sanders. You know, they beat the in-state rival Colorado State. Handed them really, wasn't even close. And you know, other finalists, I think Arch Manning. I know Shedeur your boy, man. So what you thought? How Colorado did last week?
Colorado did their thing last week, man. You know what I'm saying? They backed up all the trash talk from Colorado State. They came out there, they handled business. You know, we had a few players coming on the interview, man, talking trash about them boys, saying they unprofessional, man. You know, they only striving for likes and social media posts. You know what I'm saying? But them boys here got on that field, man, and showed them boys it ain't all about talk. We gonna come out here and play the game for real. So, and then them boys get out there, man, and get smoked, man. Trayvon Hunter put up some big numbers, offense and defense. You know what I'm saying? So they
He's a
got the
beast.
talent out there, man. You can't run your mouth and then can't back it up, bro. So them boys came out there and handled the business, man, and they showed it.
And they did it in their house. And they went to Colorado State and just stumped them.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I think this could be the swag to get them back in the momentum. Then
Yeah.
another standout performance in college football, the Manning legacy, Arch Manning, stood in for the injured quarterback and basically just took the whole nation by the no pun intended. He took the whole nation by the horns, took him by the horns literally, and right now this literally just catapulted himself and like maybe in the Heisman front runner, or because I know you got the quarterback for Tennessee, Miami quarterback, Shanur, but all these players got something that Arch don't. They got experience, and Arch has 1 star. He may get the 2nd star in week 4, but right now it's looking like, hey, if he keeps performing like he's doing, do you think he goes back to the bench, or does he take the job going forward?
Hey, man, I'm going to just put it like this, man. Starter quarterback might have well hit the transfer portal. You know what I'm saying? Arch Manning showed everybody where he hit last week. I'm telling you, man, he got that championship DNA in his blood with Peyton Manning and Eli. Archie Manning, his granddad, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's in his blood to win, man. So, he might have well hit the transfer portal because he ain't getting that starting job back. I feel sorry for him getting hurt and all, but Art said, no, I'm coming out here like Brady. I'm taking your spot, man. You got hurt. It ain't his problem, bro. He coming to take your job. I'm telling you, man, that one game, that was just one game. He did show some flashes 2 weeks ago when he did come out there with a substitute in the blowout win, and he came out there and showed what he can do. But then last week, he really showed everybody what he can do, man. And so, I felt bad, man, because I'm telling you, man, he's not. Arch is going to play for that starting position, man. And I'm thinking Buddy going to put in a transfer portal, man, because Arch not going to get, unless he get hurt, which I don't see nothing, likely going to happen, but
That's a possibility, too. And did you see Brown?
Yeah, but that's the future.
Man,
he already showing what he can do. And he faster than Peyton and Eli. Peyton and Eli couldn't even run a 4. They run like what, 5.10, and then I'm just joking, but I'm saying they were slow. and I'm just joking, but they were slow. You know that. But I'm just saying, man, them boys, it skipped the generation, like Peyton said, man. His Archie athletic abilities then passed down to Eli and Peyton. It went to the grandson. All right, and he got the speed, man. So if you are a man that can run with the brains and skills of a passing quarterback, man, he gonna be a threat, man. And so I can see that in the near future, man. Arch Manning being a real threat, dog.
Yeah, it looks. That's just a taste of things to come. If he keeps it up, he's gonna progress and get better. And just like in anything, any sports or any opportunity, you got chances and opportunities. And right now, he had an opportunity to play, and he took that chance and just went off with it. In week 4, it's still going to be kind of like a win. Don't want to count out any other team and disrespect them, but the team they play in week 4, it's like not even a mid team. So I'm expecting him to be another highlight performance for Arch Manning. But like you said, and it's what I give Arch credit for. He could have hit that transfer portal at any time because he knew he was going to sit behind Ewers, and there was not a chance for him to start. But hey, he was mature, set last year, set this year, was waiting for his chance and opportunity, like we were saying a few moments ago. And unfortunately, his opportunity and chance came at the injury of the next player. But hey, like you said, like Brady did, you got to make the most of it.
And I feel like Eric was about to come out anyway, man. So I feel like Arch can sit for an extra year because he's gonna be the guy next season. If Eric was don't hit the transfer portal, which he's not probably gonna do it this year because he hurt. He's still on the team, you know what I'm saying? But he getting ready to come out. So Arch can kind of sit back, you know what I'm saying, and take over for the big until he come back. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Arch can be patient enough to get that starting role next year, man, because there's nobody ahead of him after Euro lead to NFL. So, man, he got his opportunity, man. And right now, he can just show everybody his talent as of right now since he was hurt right now. So, we going to see what he can do going forward, man, while he hurt. And then maybe next year, we can really see him thrive next year as a starting quarterback.
Yep, only 19, Arch. And with that speed, he's going to get faster, bigger, stronger. Could you imagine like a Peyton or Eli Manning with that speed? And that's what we're getting with Arch. It's going to be something to see.
That's
and
the
speaking
thing
of Arch, him and Shanura right now.
Whoa. No.
Yeah, they the
I'm not gonna agree
I
with
don't know.
you
They
on
could be
that.
1-2. And I
I'm
think
not.
Shannara is coming out. Let's say Arch has. Let's say Arch keeps the job, right, and take that team to the national championship. He coming out the draft.
Not
And
right
right
now.
now,
He
I
still
think
got to.
it's
He
way
got to
too
put a full.
early, as the intro said, for the Heisman.
He got to put a full season under his belt first. I can't give him that right now. You can't base that on one game. That's why I say right now is this opportunity to prove to everybody what he can do while Eras is out. You know what I'm saying? And because that'll be his full team next year. They not gonna let him go. You know what I'm saying? Or he gonna jump in the transfer portal knowing that the starting quarterback ain't ready to go to the draft next season. So what you displaying right now, we can see what you displaying now. You know what I'm saying? And see next season that'll be your whole team to run. So he really don't have no competition. He's just waiting until the guy going to the league. Even Shadur coming out this season. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where he gonna go to in the draft next season, but this is last year. He's a senior, so he won't even be there next year. So Arch Manning will have the college football under his belt. He will be the face of the college football next season. I don't see no other quarterback competing against him. You know what I'm saying? And man, going forward, we got a future, man, just to see what he gonna do.
No, and it's just saying this hypothetical right now. Let's say if Arch keeps the job and keeps playing like he's doing, and contending like they're doing. Texas right now leapfrog Georgia, number one overall, which I don't think was fair because Georgia, even though UK is not a ranked team, they still a SEC team. That's like a rivalry game, and everybody can bring their best shot in those type of matchups. So Georgia, showed resilience and pulled it out in the win. Texas still had a cakewalk, so to speak. I mean, both teams were unranked that they faced, but still given the script of the opponent, I would still say Kentucky was more of a formidable opponent than Texas
Oh,
team. And I can't think of the team they played last week, but you know what I'm saying. But let's say hypothetically, Shinar Manning keep playing lights out. They go to Heisman ceremony.
yeah.
Who you got?
I'm going with Shador, man. He got the most experience at this point. You know what I'm saying? If only if he can beat out the bigger teams, man, because they're a small school. I'm gonna say they're a third star school, man, and they got some big schools like Oregon, man. They lost to Nebraska already, man. You know what I'm saying? They got some bigger schools that they gotta play, man. You can't if you can't win those big games, man,
Yeah, right. Both.
you're not gonna be considered in the Heisman talk, man. You know what I'm saying? I like Shador, man. He got a lot of talent, man. But if you're not winning those big games, the Heisman talk is a scrap, man. If you're not winning those big games, everybody know what that's about, man. Everybody know you got to win big rivalry games, man. Big interdivision games. You can't just be on the game, win a few games and talking, win 4 or 5 games, and then you big dog. You can't do that. You got to win the big games, man. You know what I mean? You already lost to Nebraska. That's number one. You gotta play Oregon. You know what I'm saying? You gotta play a few more teams, man. Big games, man. And if they can't pull those out, man, I don't know. You can't put them in the
And the
Heisman
Oregon
run.
game gonna be big. Oregon honestly embarrassed them last year.
Yeah, they embarrassed them last year, but those are the type of games that he have to win, man, in order
Yeah, I think you're right. Oregon.
to be considered in the Heisman talk, man. You have to win those big games, bro. Like I like Shador. I love him, man. Dion, man, that's my boy, man. But at the end of the day, man, I can't give you credit if you not winning those big games, bro.
You're right. They got to win those big games. And, that Oregon game gonna be a real test because Oregon purposely embarrassed Colorado last year. They went for it on fourth down multiple
Yep.
times, and this time the game will be in Colorado, so you're gonna have to avenge that game on your home field.
Uh-huh.
And in the big games they both play, tough scratch towards the end of the year. And no matter who the quarterback is, presumably Manning, Arch, is going to be a real standout point. And this is what it's about, playing. Not just the hype, not just the celebrity status. So both players come from prominent NFL Hall of Famers. Deion, Peyton, Eli, they dad, Archie Manning. So this is
great, man.
This is like you rarely see this where the sons or family members of the athletes are living up to the hype. And right now, it was only one game for Arch. He got a lot of hate against him. A lot of people say he's arrogant in wins, disrespectful in loses, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to play the game. And right now, I think Colorado, this is their year to say, hey, we're going to make a point. We're going to make a bowl game. We're going to beat these in-state rivals. We're going to beat the rivals. And you hit it on the nail on that. They got to win those big games.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, man, not saying that they're national championship ready, which they not. I'm not gonna give them that, but you should at least get to a bowl game and win a bowl game. They not national championship ready, and I'm just gonna speak it how it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I like all the players. I like Travis Hunter. I like, Wester on the few receivers, man. Hayden running back, Hayden, Shador, you know what I'm saying? These guys is putting up some good numbers, man. But at the end of the day, man, if you're not winning these big games, I can't put you on that pedestal with the other guys, the other teams, and the other schools, man, because you haven't beat nobody. You know what I'm saying? You're already a 3-star school. You know what I'm saying? That you're not really facing that many, tough opponents. And when you do play the tough opponents, you have to win those big games. You know what I'm saying? So I love Shador, man. I like what he's doing, man. But in the future, man, Texas they're a bigger school, you know what I'm saying? And they got bigger rivals, man, bigger opponents. And let Shador go to the draft next season, man. Arch Manning, like you say, he'll be the starter next season. And Texas, you already know, man, we already get glimpses of what we're going to see next season. And so they got to be ready for that, man, next year, man, because Arch Manning going to take over the college football world next season.
If this is Shador last season in college, where do you see him going in the NFL? I think he may be a second-round pick. I know Deion may slap my face for saying that. But I see him maybe been a second-round pick, third-round pick. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It works out for other players who've been in the second-round, third-round pick. Look at Hurts in Philly. He was a third-round pick, wasn't he?
I think so.
Look at Tom Brady, the GOAT. He was a second-round pick.
Yeah, but people didn't have choice in Tom.
It's about getting the best opportunity.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to just put it out here like this, man. It's going to be prime time in Miami, dog. That's all I'm going to say. Tua Tagovailoa, man, he got 3 concussions, man. He get one more. He out of there. He going to retire. Shador Sanders, man, he a young guy, young quarterback. Prime time from Florida. You know what I'm saying? And what's better to be prime time in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Look at the wrist up there, man. You know what I'm saying? Miami. Shador Sanders. You know what I'm saying? Miami might as well just tank the season, bro. And get Shador number 1, though. That's all they need to do. Tank the season. Shador Sanders to Tyreek Hill. Come on, bro. You don't want to see that? Come on, bro.
The tank for Shador.
Tyreek.
They got to hide Tua. Hell, man. The Tua say he.
Nah, Tua gotta go, man. I feel sorry for my man, though. But at the end of the day, man, you don't want to keep having concussions. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like he get them so easy. It's like he shouldn't even be out there. Because, like, the play that he did, man, it's like he just ran into his leg and he got knocked out. Like Hamlin didn't even tackle the guy. He just ran into his leg and froze and just like got knocked out. Like I don't understand. That's you feel what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be prime time in Miami. Just
Yep.
watch and see, bro. It's gonna be Shador Sanders, man, throwing the ball to Tyree here. You not going, man. That's gonna be a sight to see, bro. I'm all for
Now that will be a ticket seller there. I think the whole city of Miami would sit down to see Shador throw the ball to Tyreek, but you gonna have to hire Tua Helman because he said he got no signs of slowing down. He doesn't plan to stop. He's gonna keep playing,
it.
and
It
that's
don't
kind
matter
of
what he
scary
say.
because
It
you
don't
want him
matter
getting
what he
punched
say.
drunk.
It don't matter what he say, D. That's his third concussion.
Because you got to think
And
about it. If you draft Shador and Tua's still in that lineup,
it don't matter.
I agree. I think he should retire, but that's my
It
perspective. He
doesn't
should
matter.
retire. Only he knows this.
Yeah. I just feel like Shador is a younger guy, younger kid coming into the league. Okay, if Tua want to stay there for another year, then cool. Let Shador sit behind him. But I feel like Tua need to go and sit down, you know what I'm saying, and let a younger guy. It's not too many quarterbacks. Well, okay, repeat. It's not too many teams that need quarterbacks right now. Besides
That's true.
Las Vegas and Miami. Based off the
Don't
Tua
forget the
situation.
Giants.
Not who? You said Los
The
Angeles?
Giants. No, the
Yeah, man.
Giants with Danny Dimes.
I don't see Shador going to New York. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that, but he'll pull an Eli Manning if he do that. You know, he's not going to New York. I can't see that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I can't even see him going to Las Vegas unless it's a money thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him going to Las Vegas. I can see him in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Young kid. You know what I'm saying? His dad prime time, man. What better place than they from Florida? Well, prime time from Florida. His kids not, but he from there. So it's gonna be prime time in Miami. And what better way to do that? You know what I'm saying? I can see that in Miami. I can't see Shador going to another team. I would say the Falcons, but they end up getting pennies, during the draft, and they already got their futures. So
Oh, thank goodness.
it's nowhere he can. I don't see no other team drafting Shador right now, unless they gonna bench him. And I think he do sit for a year before he actually get a starting position.
I don't know. Carolina could use a new quarterback. They done gave up on they benched what's his name, but
That's not his fault. That is not.
I was like, wow, really?
That's not his fault.
Yeah, it's not his fault. I mean, not at all. They got nothing for that man. No protection. Nothing him to throw
throw a
to. I
young
know
kid,
Thielen.
yeah, when you throw a young kid on a team like that, man, they don't have an offensive line, they don't have receivers, they don't have running backs, and you expect this kid to thrive in the offense like that. That don't make sense. They doing him wrong, which I'm kind of happy that he is benched because that way he can study the game a little bit more before he do step back out there. But at the end of the day, man, if you're gonna be an organization, man, you got to surround your quarterbacks with good players, man. At least get them receivers or a safety net for them to shine because that kid don't have nothing out there in Carolina, man. And I feel bad for him because everybody thought that was gonna be CJ Stroud, and CJ Stroud is thriving in Houston right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about this organization, man. They not getting him no help. And you can't get mad at them benching. I'm not mad at the benching situation. I believe the benching situation is gonna help him in the long run.
Yeah, give him some rest and get some study. And speaking of Stroud, look what Texas did for him. They gave him a star receiver and traded for Diggs. So they added to more of what they had. They were a playoff team last year.
And a running back, Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon. Yep. So
So
Carolina, man, I don't know what they.
They gotta make some trades, man. Some off season, sign some veterans or something, man. During the off season, man, because they look horrible, dude.
Yep. Sadar could go to Carolina, man.
They can they
No,
they can have
no,
that sauce up.
no.
I don't see that neither, man.
I can't. Up and with the other weeks in sports going on, the WNBA season just finished. What a phenomenal season it was. The rookie class. You can't say any more about them. They showed out. They put the W back on the map, gave the attention that it needed, and you got to see what the W had to offer. It wasn't just about Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and the other rookie class that came in. The W already had great basketball, and I guess people are just not noticing it. You're noticing an Angel Wilson, you're noticing all these other great players in the league. The lost, the Aces, the two-time defending champs. You're seeing the overall players in Seattle now. Skylar Diggins Williams. Skylar Diggins. And Gabby Thomas just signed there after the Olympics. These players are already there, and people are saying, "Wow, we had no idea." But you got to see the product for what it is. And speaking of Reese and Clark, I just think these two will be like, they have a chance, and I don't want people to bash me for saying this or being a prisoner of the moment. But given how they catapulted the league, this has the chance to be a bigger rivalry than Magic and Bird. What you think?
This is Magic and Bird, man. We haven't saw nothing since then. Magic and Bird, man, they took over the league, man. In the NBA, man, and like they hated each other on the court, and they still do to this day, man. They play around, they joke around now, but when they played on that court, man, it was all ball, man. Ain't no buddy, I'm not your friend, you're none of that.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the same thing we're going on with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. They both said it. Well, Angel Reese said it anyway. Caitlin is saying nothing. She don't really condone it to the media, man. She don't, you know, baiting into the trap they trying to set up for her, man. But Angel Reese already said they don't really have a beef. You know what I'm saying? It's all hype about the media, man. The girl said she got respect for her. You know what I'm saying? When they on the court, it's all business. When the game over, they hugs, chat it up, man, after the game. But man, when they on the court, man, it's all business, man. Which you can't get mad at neither one of them. But coming with that game right there. Because at the end of the day, man, that's just like me and you playing against each other, man. Yeah, we cool right now, but at the end of the day, I want to win. I don't want D to beat me in no basketball game. I don't want you to beat me in nothing. So
yep. Not even,
even though I
you
still
won't
got
be
respect
there.
for you, yeah, I still got respect for you, but at the end of the day, I'm not trying to let you beat me in nothing.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that's
just
true.
that competitive. So that's the same thing they have going on, man. It's like, damn, you got to win. I'm gonna, show my support, man. Good game, but at the end of the day, it's all mutual respect, man. But at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of the intensity is still on Caitlyn. They still hard fouling the man, and like I thought after the All-Star break, I thought they was gonna kind of settle down with it, but they still coming at her neck, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, dang, man, I was like, damn, in the beginning, I understood it when the season first started, but after the All Star break, I was like, all right, they should give her a break with the hard fouls, and they still coming at her neck with it, though, bro. They just don't like her, man.
They don't. And if you're the Fever, what are you doing? You got to have some goons on your squad to protect the star. I mean, you got to get someone to get in somebody's face. Like none of this is going to happen the rest of the game.
Yeah.
You may have did it one time, but you got to deal with me the second time. You look at people who were goons in the NBA, people who stood up for the star players, and you don't see
Better
that in the
World
Fever.
Ron Artest, you know what I'm
Matt Barnes,
saying? Draymond Green.
Yep. Yep.
But man,
They
but I'm gonna tell you
man.
like this, man. Before Angel Reese, man, it was a neck and neck running in the Rookie of the Year race. Clearly, Caitlin Clark gonna run away with it. There was a neck and neck, in the beginning, man, going into it, man. Angel Reese ended up getting hurt, man. She out for the season, but Caitlin Clark gonna take that fully thrown, man. She got the Rookie of the Year. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to her. She making the playoffs. Chicago done went downhill. You know what I'm saying? The
Now,
dream
before
that took
she got hurt,
yeah, the
before she
dream.
got hurt, she lost 3-1 now.
Yeah, they down. You know what I'm saying? But Chicago never gelled together. They don't even Cardosa, man. She haven't clicked yet, man, since she transitioned from college to the pros. So there's a lot of things that Chicago got to work on, man, before they actually put themselves in a position. Like with Caitlin and Indiana Fever, man, they were struggling early on in the season, man, and you saw the
Yep.
change up after the All-Star break. They just went on a winning streak, and they gelled together, man. Which we talked about this before on an old podcast, man. We spoke about it, how she didn't get rest. She been playing basketball for like a year straight. She didn't even
Yep.
have time to share with her teammates. You know what I'm saying? So we expected the struggles early on with everybody. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, every rookie was just left college a month before the WNBA started. So they rushed it, man. They've been playing. They tired. They never had no time off. So, man, after the All-Star break, man, Caitlin really showed everybody what she can do, man. She went back to them old college days. Now I starting to
Yeah,
see,
she
like, damn,
was.
Caitlin really putting in this work. Like, yeah, she just needed that break. That's all it was.
And people need to understand about the Fever. They started 1-8. People were
Yeah,
saying, "God damn, are
yeah,
they
they
gonna win a
started bad,
game?"
bro.
And that not making the Olympic team was really a kind of like a blessing for Caitlin because she got that rest needed, regroup, refocus, and she lit up to her words because she said when she didn't make the team, they unleashed a monster, right? They gonna
I
unleash it.
don't
She
think,
said something like that.
to be honest,
She said they
I don't think that she should even said nothing about it. Because if you unleash the monster, she should have just said that she needed a break because we looking at a future Olympian, you know what I'm saying, with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. They gonna be Olympic on the Olympic teams the next 4 years. They definitely gonna be in LA in 2028. So it's not like she needed to be on the Olympic team right now.
yep, 28, yep.
They already rushed her into a prime time spot at the moment. They didn't let her develop with her team. And see, that's what the media do, man. They throw these players out there, man, and expect them to jump out like this is a video game or something. These are human beings. They have to gel with their team and they have to practice. They got to work on their shot. It's not like a video game where you just toss the ball up and the ball go in. You know what I'm saying? It's not that easy, man. You have to let these people gel together, man. Let these players show what they can do, man. Get acquainted with their new teammates, and then you can go from there. You can't just expect somebody to come out of college and putting up 30 points. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's what the world want to see, and it's not gonna happen like that, man. You have to put in work. You gotta put in time in the gym, man. You gotta hang around your teammates more. And that's what happened after the All-Star break, man. They just went in. They went on like what 7-game winning streak. After the
Yeah, they
All-Star
did
break
pretty
came in
good.
hot. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
and they beat some big teams. Beat Mercury. They beat you know New
They
York
swept the
Liberty when they
Mercury,
came
yep.
out. Yeah, they beat some big teams. They beat the Wings.
And
They
they,
beat some big teams, bro. So the thing is, man, once you gel with your teammates the way you want, and you can thrive the way you want, I didn't see no issue with them, man. They clearly gonna make. They clearly number one spot. They got a playoff spot. I don't know.
they're the sixth
You know,
seed.
yeah, they going. It's about to get serious, man. And I'm really about to tune in. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised. I'm not really surprised because Chicago went on struggle. But even before Angel Reese went out, they was on the like losing streak. They lost like 4 straight before she got hurt. So it's just like, man, now they really out. So they just need to work on some stuff next season, man, and get ready, man, to transition over because to the next season. But Caitlin Clark, man, definitely rookie of the year, man. She getting ready to go into the playoffs. And big ups to her, bro. You know what I'm saying? She
Yep.
came in with a lot of heat behind her, man, and she overcame all of it, man. And she definitely gonna win that rookie of the year, man.
And when you said you focus on and hit it on the nail when you say they gel with her teammates, they quietly have a big three with the
Man,
ARC. You
Kelsey
got
Mitchell,
Mitchell,
Leah Boston, Caitlin
Boston
Clark. Yeah, that's a big three right there. Yeah, that's
dominating.
yeah.
But we got a special guest joining us on the podcast, Mr. KL. How you doing, sir?
Big Crib, what's up, man?
What's up, fellas?
What's going
Hey,
on?
hey, glad you can join us. We're just focusing on the Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Rookie of the Year, and the one big problem I have, and I guess it's early on with this whole Clark versus Reese, is they nicknames. They don't got none. Look at Larry Bird, he had Larry Legend. Magic was Magic. We got you get these girls some nicknames.
They already got Angel Reese one. We gotta get Caitlin Clark one. We got Angel Reese. You gotta call her Reese's Pieces. She putting up big numbers. She on the cereal box. You know what I'm saying? That's all that. You know what I'm saying? So we got Reese's Pieces right there.
Well, I ain't heard no
I got a
official
name for
name.
Caitlin Clark. The GOAT.
We ain't gonna call her that right now. We got Asia Wilson right now, man. Asia Wilson just broke another record. Leading the league in rebounds right now, broke another record. So we got Asia Wilson gonna keep that name right now. She the GOAT right now.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that.
We gonna get Caitlin her rookie of the year, but that's where it's
Yeah,
gonna stop at.
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you gotta give it to her. I mean, you can't never take nothing
Give
away
it a
from
Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, she can keep the rookie of the year.
Yeah,
She proved that point. You know what I'm saying?
But
But
Reese was
Asia Wilson
right there
is
too.
it's
What
just
same league as her, but Reese was in contention number two. But some people saying she ain't even worthy of mentioning number two. But they got two different styles of ball, and like you said again, yeah, Club and putting up numbers what she did is awesome. I mean, you can't take it away from her, and obviously they gonna give it to her, and it's deserved. So I mean, hats off to her.
but you can't compare a forward to a point guard. A point guard is meant to get assists, or meant to score the basket, man. So Angel Reese is not a point guard. She's a forward. She's meant for rebounds. She's meant for double doubles. You know what I'm saying? She's meant to put up points and rebounds. She's not a passer. You know what I'm saying? You can't compare the two together, man. And that's what people getting misconstrued because they think they trying to compare a point guard to a forward. It's not. It don't work like that. That's like point. That's just to compare Shaq to Michael Jordan. You feel what I'm saying? It's not gonna be the same.
And that's true. And like you said again, she a shooter. Reese ain't. But I mean, like you said again,
but
that
here's
just
the thing with the double doubles now.
go ahead, D.
Here's the thing with the double doubles. A lot of people didn't know. Did you know Sabonis in the NBA? He set an NBA record for the most double doubles. Quietly, he had the most double doubles in NBA history last season. He was even a front runner for the MVP. That's why I say, although Reese had her double doubles, is it contributing to the other aspects of the game? Because if the double doubles was such a strong feat, then why Sabonis won the MVP of the NBA? Because he said he had the most double doubles in NBA history in one season. You won't even know about it because it wasn't even talked about outside Sacramento.
Okay, but you gotta think about you got 32 teams versus 12 teams. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of people paying attention to a guy like Sabonis, man. When you got 32 teams, you got Joker, you got LeBron, you got Steph, you got KD, you got all these other big guys that's overlooking the guy like Sabonis. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he maybe have led the league with he did a good feat last year with with the double doubles, but he being overlooked, you know what I'm saying? But versus Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, it's 12 teams. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna overlook two people versus 32 teams versus 12 teams. That's not a match right there.
And I guess we already answered the question. Well, go ahead, Chris. My bad.
I was just gonna say, of course, with the stats in the NBA and the WNBA is looked at differently because, like you said, again, like you're saying, it's a big deal in the WNBA, and it's not in the NBA. I ain't saying that it shouldn't be in the NBA, but I mean, of course, those kind of stats and things being done in the WNBA is a big thing because it's not necessarily up there with the NBA for us. Viewership, all the above. So, like I said, that's getting heavily popular like that. So, of course, that's a big deal. An accomplishment, like you said, again, because it hadn't been done in that league. So, of course, you can't take that away from Reese. I mean, it's a good stat to acknowledge and to give her props on. I mean, it might not be one of the popular stats, but I mean, at the same time, it's a stat and it's a record, none the case. So, you got to give it credit where it's due.
I give her credit. I think even before the wrist injury that she ended the season, head to head, she lost 3-1 to Clark. And she got blew out the fourth game on her home court. So I think that right there sealed the Rookie of the Year. I think we already answered the question, but we can show a little highlight package we had for it. Who was the Rookie of the Year for the WNBA? Go ahead, KL.
I just was gonna say that whole Angel Reese spoke on it. I seen the clip where she basically, and I agree with it. I don't think it's a true rivalry between them two personally. It's her fans against, both of their fans against each other, as well as the media putting it in and they pitting them against each other. Because like she said, she don't think that she's racist, and Reese says she's not racist, but at the same time, it's like black against white. Like you said again, her fans going against her fans, and they making it a heavily rival than it really is. Like you said, because for she said, like you said, it's not really no heavy beef between them. But that's how it came across in the media, and the media who support her and don't support Reese. I mean, that's just how it is. But I mean, that's part of sports. I mean, we've seen the hate go one way and not the other way, and vice versa. I mean, again, that's just how it go. But like I said, again, I don't think it's really there like they making it out to be. It's just media and internet that just would come with it these days. They both ball and they both good. I mean, it is what it is.
And D, and I can agree with you on the 3-1 win, man. You know what I'm saying? That we were just talking about it with in college football, man, how the way, Shedeur gotta come out there winning these rivalry, these big games, and to solidify yourself as a star player, which you already is a star player, but if you want to solidify yourself as an MVP, man, Rookie of the Year, you have to win those big games, man. And at the end of the day, man, Caitlin Clark come out 3-1 on Angel Reese. You know what I'm saying? In a four game matchup. The last one was a blowout. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, they was neck and neck going on early on, but at the end of the day, man, those stats matter, those big wins matter. They all solidified the Rookie of the Year, man. And like you say, before Angel Reese got the wrist injury, man, Caitlin Clark did overtake her towards the end because, like I say, man, what we was just discussing, man, they came out the All-Star break hot,
Yeah.
They went on like a 7-game winning streak coming out the All-Star break. So, and I think Angel Reese then went on like a 6-game losing streak after the All-Star break. So all that is being looked at, man, as a Rookie of the Year, man. And so when they went down and then she went out with an injury, yeah, Caitlin Clark overtook that feat, man.
Oh man, it's been a great season. It could have been a lot different. Cameron Brake never got hurt with the Sparks. Rika did pretty good as a rookie with the Sparks. It's been a great season for WNBA. The rookie class just made it put a bigger, wider screen on the sport. And just wait till next year when Juju and Paige come out, boy. Let me tell you.
Flau'jae too. Don't forget about Flau'jae coming out in LSU.
Oh, yeah.
Teammate.
It's going to be interesting to see. And let's say Chicago finished the season at their record, they could get a Paige or a Juju on their team, man. And I hear Juju, man, she's like a two-way guard, similar to like Paul George, but more faster, got a quicker better jump shot. It's next season gonna be something to watch.
Yeah, it'll be something to watch in college because Juju was a freshman last year, so I don't think she's coming out after next season because she'll be a sophomore coming up. So I don't think she's going directly into the draft. Maybe her junior year, maybe. Some players come out a year before they graduate. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Juju gonna do, but she a sophomore next year.
A
So
few players that came out early.
yeah, they came out early, but I don't think Juju will come out after this season. I think she'll come out, you know, maybe the year after, but I don't see Juju coming out this early.
Yeah, you're right. Now I think about it. Paige was a freshman too last year, wasn't she?
Now Paige might come out. Now I think she going to junior season, so I think she might come out next season. So, but that's what everybody looking for. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Paige Buckman too. So we'll
She's
see
like a
what's
mini
up.
celebrity. She's everywhere now, all
Yeah, I like
over.
Paige Buckman. She went in, man. You know, I'm ready to see her too, man, going forward, man. But like you say, man, I'm glad that the women, man, getting the recognition that they've been deserved, man, over the years, man. A lot of people, man, even including myself, man, just joined in this year. But I had been watching college before I started watching WNBA. But then the WNBA, like the college, made me start watching WNBA based off the rivalries they be having. So you know, it transitioned over. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, damn, man, I gotta watch the WNBA because this rivalry went into the league. So now I'm looking forward to these women playing.
But yo, they've been showing out, living up to the billing, and is only gonna get bigger and better. And with bigger and better, the bigger and better is your bubble. Some people attitudes, egos. Speaking of the bubble, the bust your bubble. That you got a nominee this week, don't you?
Yeah, I got a nominee, man. Colorado State quarterback, man, running his mouth against Colorado, man, Shedeur Sanders. So I'm gonna bust his bubble this week.
That's why you gonna put the man on bust your bubble. What do you do?
Man, he came in, Colorado kind of flashy, man, with prime time. They hating on Shedeur showing his watch, man, so the Colorado State quarterback and the receiver got on the interview talking about how, they over their head, man. They haven't did nothing, man. They disrespectful toward the league, man. And, just get on the interview running their mouth, man. Shedeur came out there and I guess the quarterback felt like Shedeur didn't watch the tape. You know what I'm saying? And Shedeur watched the tape and then shake his hand at the end of the game. So now they feel like Shedeur being disrespectful. But when they came out there running their mouth, and Shedeur just showed them like, yeah, we heard you talking. And like Dion say, we ain't hiding. You know what I'm saying? So that's the bust your bubble of the week, man. You know what I'm saying? Next time, keep your mouth closed or just handle your business on the field if you're going to run your mouth.
Oh yeah, man. Because we all saw the game, and I knew this was coming. But Colorado State did talk a lot of trash, and I did see that interview with him and the receiver was sitting down. They were talking about last year's game, how it went in overtime, and how they thought it'd be a cakewalk. But it wasn't a cakewalk. It was a cakewalk this time. I mean, they went in there, they took it personally.
Yep.
All right, I guess that's the end of the show. We like to end the show mainly with, a wrap up or a last take of the season, of what was happening the last few games. KO, you got anything you want to say in your bubble wrap up party shots?
No, not tonight. I appreciate y'all fellas letting me slide in at the last second. Wish I could have made it early in the show.
Yeah, you good, man. Shit, we gonna get you next time. We gonna bring you back.
I think my party shot of my bubble wrap up will be, the Atlanta Falcons. That is the home team, and what could have happened is a disaster start. It kind of the opposite of what happened. We should have won Pittsburgh and lost to Philly. It's vice versa. We lost to Pittsburgh, barely won in Philly, and got a tough game Sunday night. And I admit, I wasn't a big fan of the Kareem Morris hire uh, over Bill Belichick. And right now, looks like he got the team fighting for him. They believe in him. And everybody in the organization is saying nothing but positive things about him. So I guess the bubble wrap up for me is, maybe not just judge a book by its cover. You got to give everybody a fair chance and opportunity. So on behalf of myself and my feelings I was in the preseason, off season, my bubble wrap up is an apology to Coach Morris. So I apologize. I know it's only week 2, but you deserved your chance to be the coach of the Falcons and had the opportunity. So that's my bubble wrap up.
That's very admirable, sir. I can't never. That's very man of you to say that. Respect.
Hey man, so look, man, I got my bubble wrapped up, man. Like, man, my eyes is going towards the Dallas Cowboys, man. You know what I'm saying, man? They came out there, man. They fresh off the big paydays with Dak Prescott, man, the CeeDee Lamb. You was expecting them guys to come out there hot, man, and they came out there looking like bulls crap, man. And that was, especially on defense, man, with Parsons, man, he didn't show up. A lot of these guys, man, Dallas is kind of overrated at this point, which they always struggle in the beginning of the season. Dallas kind of opened up mid-season, you know what I'm saying? But if you really gonna spend that type of money on these guys, man, they gotta show up, man, on big games. Then they gotta play Baltimore this weekend, so they gotta really put their money where their mouth is, man, to see the real reason why they got paid this weekend. So that's my part of the shot, man.
All right. But I guess that's our show for today. Again, the season premiere of the Bubblecast. We thank you for joining us. Again, we're going to try to regroup, do better and better each and every week with our new format. To the men and women here at the Bubblecast, from your host D.
Big money E, baby.
Yeah, Big Money E. And our special guest KL in the house, who will join us on more future shows. We want to say thank you for joining us, man. Peace out to the next show.
Have a good one.
All right, fellas.
The Bubblecast is proudly made in the great state of Georgia.